Trent, your harness has been completed. So yeah, it's basically automatic application, VVTi, 2UZ, right? Um, these harnesses are generally in very, very good condition, so yeah, they don't really need a lot of injector connector replacements, okay? VVT oil control, EFI water temp. This is the sensor that we put in, or connector that we put in for a water temp sensor, okay? So that is obviously the best place to take your temperatures from, is from this cross brace. You can easily just tap it. The VVT does not have a little, plug in it, so you can basically drill and tap, okay, and then put a water temp sensor in there. Okay, it's just for your gauge cluster. All of your coils, all of your injectors, none of that was replaced. Here's your VVTi, or not your VVTi, your air injection. So what we've done there is we've actually wired it into the system, but at the same time we've also deleted it. I'll explain that in a moment. Okay, so your harness was a 4Runner, so this cable coming out of here is for your airflow meter. So you got that 5-pin connector on there, and this bridge off over here is basically just an earth, so you'll take that to your chassis ground, okay, or to your fender or whatever. It's not your fender, but your wheel arch, okay, inside. Running down the back here, you've actually got an extra plug here now. So everything that we've done in here is basically just straight plug-in, okay? So these are the two plugs that go down into your sub-harness, okay? It's self-explanatory. There's only one way that they can go, okay? Comes down, goes left-hand O2 sensor, comes over here, right hand, goes through input speed sensor, solenoid. This is... we've left this in, so they are functional but also being deleted. Again, same situation as that. If you don't use them, you don't need to. If you do, great, they will still work. They're for your secondary O2 sensors. And then there you've obviously got your output speed sensor, and you've got your neutral safety switch. Okay, running down here, these are your main power cables. So it runs down and goes to your air injection module. Okay, this, like I say, it's been deleted, so you can basically unplug it, see how she runs, plug it in, see how she runs. It should not be necessary to use any block off plates, because basically it's already been deleted, so they should remain closed. Okay, and then coming down, you've got your main positive for your battery, you've got your charging cable for your alternator, and then there's your negative for the battery. This terminal over here also is a body ground. Okay, so straight negative on the battery, body ground. Okay, and then this is for your alternator charge. So yeah, very, very straightforward. There's your main probe, charging terminal. Okay, and there's your plug to switch on and off the alternator. Running down here, pretty much the same thing as the other side. Everything, again, very good condition. There's an earth over here, so just make sure that is tightened up. Where is the other one? There's two on this harness. So there's one on the left-hand bank here, and there's one on the front here. Those are your two main earths for this specific harness. You'll see on the right-hand bank over here, it's got this loose one. This is still from the original vehicle that this motor came out of. This is what Toyota do, is they take an earth from your cylinder head again to your firewall. Okay, it's always worth putting an additional earth on each cylinder head. I know it's kind of weird considering there's a lot of head bolts holding it down to the block, which is earth, but nevertheless, that's what Toyota do, and I have noticed a difference. So yeah, throttle, your 6-pin runs down here, goes to your pre-VVTi cam position sensor, runs down, goes to your aircon clutch, okay, and then to your crank sensor and to your oil pressure sender unit. Okay, this 16 gauge coming out of the back here is your main power supply for the system, so just make sure that is connected to your positive supply. And this is where things get a little different, right? So comes out of the engine harness, you've got your, let me just get this tangled up. Come on. Okay, so you've got a bridge coming out of there, Y junction, and that goes down to your fuse box. Okay, and then there you've got all of your fuses. You've got your engine light, which is over there. It's an LED. You've got an earth over there if you ever want to check any of your fuses. Start relay, fuel system relay, EFI and main relays. Okay, and everything is documented over there. So nothing for you to do there other really for you to just install that on in your engine bay. Goes through your grommet through into the vehicle, right? This is just a bridge connector, so just nothing you can do with that. Just make sure that that is out of the way. Okay, and then she comes down and goes into your computer. I will still put a label on here with all of your calibration data and what's been done to the ECU. Okay, and this is now where it gets a little different. Okay, you gave us your shifter and stuff to wire in, so we've done that for you. Let me just see here. Okay, this is your first one. This is your primary cable, so this is your client plug that we give to everybody. You got your ignition, your start, your fuel, you got your rev counter, temperature gauge, you got your oil light over there, you got your charge light, engine light, and aircon compressor clutch. So that'll deal with your actual starting of the engine. 3 wires to start, 4 wires for your instrument cluster, okay, or 5 if you want to connect up your engine light, and then obviously for your aircon trigger. Okay, very, very simple. So with that, everything on your gauge cluster works. Okay, and then let's go to the next one here. This is your park, reverse, neutral drive, your 3, your 2, your L, all of that stuff. Okay, so all your transmission stuff as well as your cruise control. Okay, all of that has been documented in your folder. So what we've done here, obviously a lot of this goes to your get that out of the way. A lot of this goes to your shifter. Okay, not that one, it's this one over here. So let me show you what we've done here now. So this is a patch harness basically that we've created for you. So you've got a 4-pin connector, you've got your stuff for your transmission, okay, and that goes down and it goes into a harness, and that goes into it plugs into your shifter. Okay, so that's all of that. And now, so that's basically these two that plug straight into your engine harness. Now we've added this one coming out with the pigtail, okay, and what that'll do is it's going to give you everything for your transmission again. So you've got your park, your reverse, your neutral, your drive, all of that stuff, primarily for the lights on your dashboard, okay, and then obviously you've got your cruise control, so that'll go down to your brake light switch and to your cruise control lever, okay. That's all in your client folder, okay, of what to do there. Well, not what to do, but what each of these wires are for, and obviously there's some of them that you will not be using, and those you can just blank off. The final 2 colors or 2 connectors that we've got here are these two. These two run into another patch harness. These are for your throttle pedal and for your OBD2 diagnostics. Okay, so this is it's a 5 feet. So each of these are 5 feet. Okay, as you've asked for. And then on the other side, sorry, it's going to be a little bit of a mess here. I've got another engine standing in the way. But let me just show you the other end. So here it is here. So you've got one fork that goes into your accelerator pedal, and then you've got another fork that goes into your OBD2 diagnostics port. Okay, so I'll leave that plugged in because we'll do a diagnostic scan. Yeah, I'll leave that in, so you've got a diagnostic scan. So yeah, that's basically it as far as what the engine side goes, or as far as what the harness side goes. Yeah, like I say, your air injection has been deleted out of the ECU. So yeah, just run her without the module plugged in, and then yeah, let me know if you've got any issues. Okay, But yeah, you've got the best of both worlds there. Let me put on the airbox and plug in the airflow meter, and then we'll do a test run and do a DTC scan. So yeah, I've put on the airbox, plugged in the airflow meter, as you can see. Just make sure that when you do all of that, this tube is connected, right? And on the other side, you've got a tube coming out of your valve cover, okay, on the right hand side, and it goes into your airbox. Just make sure that where that tube goes, it's got to be between your airflow meter and your throttle body, because the air that gets pulled through there needs to be calculated by the airflow meter. Okay, so just make sure that that is according. Let's do a run here. It's probably going to take a little bit of time to start because of the fuel pressure, but maybe not. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, you can see there's no DTCs. Yeah, you should be all good to go. If you've got any troubles at all, let me know. But yeah, all of these, the VVTs and whatnot, all the 2UZs generally, they're all great motors. You're gonna really enjoy this. And yeah, you got any questions, need any technical or anything like that, mechanically or electronically or electrically or whatever, just let me know. And yeah, we're there to help, advise, and assist wherever we can. Okay, let me know if you have any questions.